So it's come that time again. I have the charts here showing where the planetary alignments are when it comes to this particular full moon, when today is 222. We have the full moon portal opening up from today, and it's going to be wide open for the next 5 days. There are 5 things that I'm going to break down in this video that you must pay close attention to, because it may be very affecting to your manifestations and to your energetic levels and your vibrations. So we're going to dive deep into it in this video, but before we get into it, show reel, hit it. Namaste everyone, Namo Himalaya. This is Sri Akarshana here, and in this video I'm going to break down for you the 5 things that you got to pay close attention to when it comes to the planetary alignments, when it comes to this particular full moon. Okay, now I've got here the first point. If you guys have a pen and paper, I highly recommend you guys write this down, stick it on your wall for the next 5 days so that it helps you stay in line with whatever you're trying to manifest. Okay, so the first part of it is understand that this moon is in Virgo. Okay, now we got the conflict of 2 things here. It's not just because the moon is in Virgo, full moon in Virgo, but you also have the Pisces season that is very dominant in this month of February. So what does this mean? There is going to be a little bit of conflict, right? And let me know inside the chat if you guys have been feeling this already, just so that other people can also relate to it. Is there may be some conflict between your logic mind and your emotion, your feeling, your thoughts and your feelings. You might have some battle, internal battle. And what will this show It will show especially towards your desires. Maybe you feel this desire to go and meet somebody, this desire to do something that you don't feel is quite logically right or quite sensible. Or you feel like you want to make an investment, but again, it doesn't make that much sense. Now, many of you who have been following my videos for a long time now will know that most of the time when that happens, I always recommend you guys to follow your intuition, follow your gut, follow your emotions, your energy in motion, because this is the energy that the universe is channeling through you to pull you closer towards your calling. However, this particular full moon is very different, because it is almost like a test, testing your discipline, testing your intellect. And so there is a different side of it. This time, I would actually more lean towards listening to what is deemed as sensible. Okay? So if you are just about to make an investment in something, weigh out. I'm not saying don't take action. I'm saying weigh out so it makes financial sense. If I make this investment right now, what will it look like? Okay, what is my risk? What is my reward? Or if you are going to commit to something, okay, you're going to, I don't know, commit to meeting your ex because your ex suddenly texts you out of the blue or something. And it doesn't make any logical sense, but you feel like you want to meet them because you miss them. I want you to think logically about this first, right? I understand your desire, and the energies is being amplified right now, but it may not be the right choice. So we got to think, what is our goal? Who do I want to become? What is my future? And are these actions actually going to empower me to become a better version of myself or not? And if the answer is no, then probably I'm only asking for the next 5 days. Refrain from just going with the flow, how you usually do it, right? And being highly emotional and following those desire more than listening to that intelligence or that some sort of a rational mind inside you. Okay, so that's the first point we got to note down during this full moon. Now, moving on to the second point, please note this down, is this is a good time for yielding your manifestations, right? Where you will see some fruits start bearing. Now, in which areas in particular I want you to note this down. It's highly likely that you will get some good news about your career. Some of you who watch my, monthly energy forecast would have seen that I touched on this point a few weeks ago. Now, when it comes to your career, the good news may come, meaning some of the fruits may appear from some of the intentions that you have set before, whether you have once upon a time said you would like to become financially free, or once upon a time said you would like to leave your job, or once upon a time said it would be nice to start a new venture, a new project, right? And if that has been you, then now is actually a very good time to keep your eyes wide open wherever you go, to be present in every moment, because the moment you flinch and you miss that, it's gone. Right? That energy loves attention, and it will just go to somebody else who is trying to manifest a similar thing. So while this portal is open over the next 5 days, I highly urge you guys to stay present in every moment. Don't be on your mobile phones as much as you usually do, swiping all the nonsense inside, right? Instead, just focus. Where are the opportunities? If I was you, I would write a big post-it note. I don't know how big your post-it note is. Don't know why this hand action, but write a big post-it note, right? Stick it on your wall with the word opportunities. Be aware of opportunities. When you see an opportunity, grab it. When you see an opportunity, grab it. Because especially if it's got to do with your career or got to do with your wealth and finances, this will be a very big thing. Now, the third thing is to do with, and again, I touched on this, but I didn't really go into depth of it in the energy forecast, is your sexual energies, or maybe not your sexual energies, collective sexual energies, okay, is going to heighten during this particular full moon. Now, you don't see me talk about this every single full moon, but that's just how the planets are aligned right now. And so we're probably also going to see a lot of babies being created during this month as well for the year coming. Because of that, everything happens in cycles, right? What's the reason behind it? Well, it's too much in depth. It's out there. It's super conscious. It's too many details, right? It just is. So let me know inside the chat. I mean, you'd probably be too shy to let me know if your sexual energies are higher right now. But if you've been feeling other people that have been, sending you these strange messages or giving you these strange signals and things like that, but it's highly likely that will start happening during this time. I made a point about this on the last video, which was try not to take things too seriously during this period. In fact, this whole month of February. Why? Because when these sexual drive and energies rise, it's not very logical. People cannot think. They are just being pulled by an energy. And so when they are not thinking properly, or it's less rational, when it comes to March and they start thinking again, when the energies are a lot more grounded, then if you are fully committed into things, you may find a not so pleasant surprise come March when they come to their senses and say, hey, wait there a second, I wasn't that serious about it, right? So, of course, enjoy life, right? Do what you love, have fun. But it's good to have those boundaries at times as well. And if any time, this is probably a good time to set some sort of a boundary. Not to what you are doing, but more towards the way you are committing mentally. Don't have any attachments to things is what I'm saying, right? If you are detached, then just flow, do whatever you want to do, right? So that will really help you and protect you in this short run, actually, in the next few months. Then moving on to where we have, okay, this is a very interesting one because we have at the same time, we have Venus in Aquarius that is in conjunction with Mars in Aquarius. So we have almost like two portals opening at the same time on this date. So what will this affect? This will highly affect our changes in our relationships. It does not have to be our romantic relationship. This could be in any relationship that you have. And what you're going to find during these 5 days is that there's going to be some things that will, if things have not been working out very well between you and somebody, it's either going to stimulate you to have those open and honest conversations and to be vulnerable and to level up together, to grow, for your relationship to grow. So it's going to either give you that opportunity, or it's going to give you the opportunity to leave, right? Meaning they say they want to split up with you or end this relationship or unfriend you or not hang out anymore or whatever. Or you feel that conversation is coming. So it's going to be either one of those. But it's very important during this time to, if the first thing, both level up and grow, obviously that's wonderful, right? Maybe you can even encourage that, right? For you and your partner or your friends or whoever it is to grow together if you're feeling some sort of separation. If it's the other side where you feel it's time to let go, maybe it is time to let go. Or on the other side, the final part is if somebody else is calling for that breakup, my only words to you is have faith. If you are not calling for something, then someone is calling for something. And sometimes we may not know the universe's plans, but always have that trust and have that faith that the universe has something better and something bigger for you in store. So have faith, have trust. This part, you can flow with the divine energies because it's working with you and for you all the time, even at times when it doesn't seem like it is. Okay? Again, if you relate to any of these, let us know inside the comments. That's always nice to know. Finally, the fifth thing, okay? Because full moon amplifies our energy and motion, I highly recommend, if you really want to work on your manifestations, to do plenty of grounding practices, more than usual, okay? Go for nature walks, go barefoot, go into the ocean, go for cleansing, clearing, connecting with the energies. Do more yoga practice. Do more meditation practice. Take some more time for yourself, right? Sat there in, well, you don't even need to call it meditation, just in silent sitting. You'll find when you work on that breath work, you'll ground your energies and you'll be able to materialize and manifest all those crazy, fantasy, dreamy ideas of yours. And creativity of yours. Creativity is a big word this month, right? And you'll be able to materialize it, ground it, and then you're going to make sense of it. But it requires you to take time out to be able to tune in, right? Sometimes you gotta come out, right, to tune in. And so this is a very good time for that, especially in these 5 days. These are the 5 things that you guys must look out for this particular full moon. If you enjoyed this video, you got anything out of it whatsoever, or you just relate to any of the things I'm saying, then please hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. Also comment below. Let us know what you guys have been going through, or any questions you guys may have. You can drop it inside the comments below. And other than that, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button next to it. That's a little bell sign, by the way, because this year we're dedicated to making videos sometimes. Still trying to get used to it. So every so often, every week at least, I'll make one video to hold you accountable to make it your best year yet. But for now, guys, I'm signing out. Prayers for all of you. Namaste. Namo Himalaya.